Hey everybody, welcome back. I just got back from walking Fletch and I decided to do a leg routine. We're going to hit the quads, the groin muscle, the adductors, the IT band, and the glutes. Okay, all of these individual routines are on my YouTube channel, except for I think adductors, which I haven't gotten to yet. But this is a whole combination sequence when you just want to do the leg, right? We're not going to get into the hamstrings. You can do that separately. But this is a great routine to kind of detail the whole around the leg bone, all right, and kind of get into the hips. Feels really good lengthening the femur bone out of the hips and getting some tension out of the quads, out of the side of the leg, and in that inner groin adductor region. Lengthening, strengthening, toning, and releasing stress and fatigue, all right? So all you need is a silver ball. If it's too hard, you can always use gold or pearl. So come onto your belly, come onto your forearm plank, and bring your left, I'll start with left hip bone, bring your left hip bone right down into your silver ball. Like we always do when we begin, is we begin to just warm up at the origin of where we're working at that bone. In this case, we're working at the front of the hip, in the front of the hip bone. Just get on it, come into plank, forearm plank. Take a couple of breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, bear down. You're going to bear down from the back of your hip. Okay, take another breath in, inhale, and exhale, drop in. Another, and just get your breath moving. Remember, we're doing belly breathing, directing your belly towards the ball, right? You can begin to detail around your hip bone now, little circles. And using your hip bone as a guide, just go to your left side, go to your back to your left side, and then back to your belly, okay? Let's do it. Inhale, bear down, and then roll to your left side. Okay, we're going to go from the front to the back, to the side to the back. Just using your hip bone as a guide. Okay, just kind of detailing in. You're at the top of your glute now, in the back here. Just go side to side, really warming up here. Take a breath here. Exhale, relax, and melt and sink. Right, keep bearing down and rotate back to your left side. You can do a sideline stretch here. Elbow in line with the ball. Right, straight legs. Flex your feet. Do a nice stretch here, lengthening the side waist. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe. Really good length. And then turn your body back to forearm plank. You're back on the front of the hip bone. All right, now let's get into the groin. All right, so move your body up. And the ball's going to come below the hip bone now, right, in that little hip flexor. Now you can roll around here. You're at the top of your quad. You can bend and straighten here. Start to press down from the back of the thigh into the quad. Right, now get into our groin. We're going to take that leg and bend it and bring it forward. And we're going to seat that ball between your pubic bone, right, and the leg bone. And start to press in. Good. Try not to collapse. And if you need another ball, you can always bring another ball in for support here. Or if you're feeling like you're collapsing. You don't want to try to collapse into your shoulder joint. You want to keep up. If you need to bring your gold ball here, that's perfectly fine. But you don't want to block. You don't want to get in the way of downward pressure either. Okay? So just try to keep uplifted in the torso and keep pressing through the back of the hip, side of the hip here. So press here. You can start to straighten and bend this leg and just take it in and out, sort of detail this whole groin hip flexor. Okay? All right. After you do that a couple of times, bring that ball right back to, you're off the hip bone, and you're right in your top of your quad. Okay? Take a breath in, inhale, exhale, sink down in. Sink, sink, sink. Just let your whole body weight, that whole leg bone's pressing down. Right, keep pressing, pressing, pressing. Keep your belly button firming towards your spine. Right, and now we're going to do that turn. That's go to the side, go to the back. Inhale, exhale, press down, and rotate. Now you're starting to detail the quad muscles here. You have 4. So you're probably on another one right about here. You should be able to feel it. Maybe it's a little bumpy. Take a breath in. Exhale. And then turn again to the side. Now you're in your IT band. Take a breath. Stay about 15 seconds here. Take a breath in. And exhale. Completely relax, release, melt. Turn off your quad muscles and just sink. So don't grip the quad muscle. Just relax and feel yourself sink into it. You can detail a little bit back to the back. If you turn back here, right, the ball is kind of right below the glute crease, and you're kind of right there at the base of your glute, off to the side, off to the lateral side there, and you're right at the base of your glute muscle where it attaches. So just breathe in here. It should feel pretty good. If you even bounce a couple times, really get into it. Keep bearing down. Let's rotate back to the side. IT, and then back. Take a breath. Exhale, sink. And then go back to the front of your quad muscle, bumping across the quads. Then you can bend your leg and bring your leg forward and go right into the inside of the leg, the medial side of the leg in the adductor. So you see what we're doing here. We're just detailing around, right? Getting the whole leg, getting this mobility in the hip. And the whole time now you're just pressing down, but you're also trying to extend and work the leg bone out away from the hip, lengthening. So if you're pushing down here, then you can pull the body back, draw the body away from the ball, keep pressing down, right? And then go back in, and you're just kind of lengthening out away from the ball, right? And then bring the leg back in, readjust. Okay, you're right back on that quad. We're going to go down another couple inches. I'm going to move back so I don't leave the frame, right? Take a breath in, exhale, bear down. You can bend and straighten a couple times here. Really work it, feel the length. Keep pressing that leg straight. My foot's flexed here because I'm pressing and trying to get maximum length and extension. Take a breath in, exhale, bear down, and then draw yourself forward. Just an inch or two. Okay, you're probably midway down between hip and knee. Bear down, inhale. You can bend your leg here. You don't have to. You can even start to do a little half bow here for a quad stretch. Keep bearing down. Pull and keep the chest up. Right, and you're really stretching out, elongating from your hip bone, pressing your knee away, pulling, breathing. This isn't a little advanced variation. You don't have to do this in the beginning. Okay, stay there and work. Again, let's detail. Inhale, take a breath, exhale, melt, relax, sink, ungrip the quad, turn to the left, and we're going to do the same thing here. Just keep detailing. Pause once you find that quad muscle. Right, you can even lift the legs up here to get maximum pressure down. Keep turning. Now at your IT, stay about 10-15 seconds. Just breathe, ungrip the quad, and breathe. Right, don't collapse in the shoulder. You can even bring a foot here if you want for more pressure, or lift your bottom leg up. Keep releasing down into the ball, sinking, and then rotate back. Just take your time. Feel the quad muscles. Take your time. Take a breath or two, each quad muscle, right? You can spend as much time as you want here, detailing as you need to. I'm just showing you how the routine, you make it your own, all right, based on your body that day, that moment. Take a breath in, exhale, bear down. Now we do the adductor. Pull the knee in. Ball's going to stay, right, medial. Right in there. Good. Start to press down. Now you have a little bit more flexibility here, maybe, maybe not. Okay, your leg doesn't have to come all the way up if you don't have that flexibility. Just do it to where you are today. You can take that top hand and push down for more pressure. Keep bearing down, right? This whole leg is a unit. Just keep pressing it down, pressing it down, pressing it down. Again, if you start to sink, stay lifted. Take another breath in, inhale. And exhale, bear down. Right, you can do a little, right, you can pull the leg up and back. You can kind of rub inside. Okay, we have the adductors in here. The sartorius runs from here and it wraps around inside the knee. That can get kind of thing. You can rotate, make all kinds of stuff here. Press, you can move out and back in and pull back, right? Tractioning the leg out. You can extend that leg out, flex your foot, right? Working on your flexibility. That's what you're doing. You're working on length, tone, and flexibility in the leg. Bring it back. Readjust, okay? All right, we're going to go our final third. Inhale. Exhale, bear down. walk your body forward. All right? You're getting really close to your knee, but you're not on your knee. You're above your knee. Inhale, press down. You can bend and straighten here. Inhale. Inhale, melt, relax, release. Continuing to detail. Continuing to build core strength here. Belly's in. Nice, strong forearm plank. Again, if you start to poop out, you can bring a ball right at your chest. Get your gold ball and put it right at your chest. All right, for support while you build strength. Relax your head. Inhale. Exhale. Good, let's begin to turn. Keep bearing down. Turn the body. Find that little quad muscle, right? The more lateral quad. Bear down. Release, relax, melt. Take another breath. Inhale and exhale. Release, relax, and melt. Turn again. Going more lateral. Getting in the IT. Stay here. Breathe. You can stack the legs. You can lift the legs. If you feel tipsy, you can bring that top leg back. Keep flexing and straightening that bottom leg. You're getting a great side stretch here. Again, ball can go here for support if you need it. And then come back, turn. Right, the whole time we're just pressing down, we're breathing, we're detailing, right? You just detail, press down, body weight in, and just press. And then we're going to move final here. This feels really good. It's right by the knee, right? And so you have your sartorius coming around, wrapping around the knee, and this gets really kind of, can get sore, you know, if you do a lot of lunges, or a lot of walking, a lot of biking, a lot of running, whatever your deal is, tennis. You know, a lot of us experience soreness inside the knee, muscular soreness, okay? Maybe even some tendons and stuff. And here you can just go in and out. Again, just massage that. Don't over-rotate the knee. You know, you don't want to rotate the knee like this. It's a hinge joint. So you want to keep it moving like this, okay? But it's okay to massage the flesh and the tendons and stuff around it. So just back and forth, as much as you'd like. All right, and then we'll do a final turn here on the outside of your knee. Press, breathe. And come back to center. Good, final flexion here. Good, and then you can roll back up to the top of your hip. Take a final stretch here, straight arm, straight leg. Stretch it out. Take your time. Right, and then you can come off. Whew. And that's a great workout. We detail the whole hip joint. Go do the other side. All right. Great thing about YouTube is you can come back from walking your dog and look like this and be on YouTube. Keeping it real. All right. See you next time.